Back in the win column are the Blue Jays, and look, it just takes facing the Angels to do so. They win 5-3 over the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim this evening, and the Jays had their bullpen day. They had a bullpen day, and all the Blue Jays offense comes in the second inning. Did they get a little bit of luck in that inning? Yeah, they probably did. However, who cares? You got to do a job, right? In that bottom half of the second inning, Spencer Horwitz doubles to left field. It was opposite field, kind of a blooper. Hey, who cares though, right? Double. It was left center field. I thought it was catchable, but whatever. Then Kirky hits one to the third baseline, a little ground ball, but it stays fair, and the third baseman's playing off the bag, so Kirk's got the hole there. It's an RBI double for Kirky. Horwitz comes in to score. Then Will Wagner bounces one up the middle for a base hit. In comes Kirky. So again, you haven't hit anything extremely hard as of yet, but you got a 2-0 lead. They bring in Mike Baumann. And Ernie Clement, who has had some sort of power surge recently. He had 2 homers in his last 2 days going into play this evening. You know, and his career high in home runs going into this year. Well, he's never really got consistent playing time, but it was 3 in 40 games. Obviously, he's played a lot more this season. And going into play today, he had 9. And you look at his most recent stretch of games, he's hit, 3 homers in his last, 6 or 7 games. So he's been feeling pretty good about himself. To the point where he swings at a ball at his face. Now, that itself is nothing new for Ernie Clement. But what is new is he barrels it up, hits it deep to left, and it's gone. Now, if you haven't seen the home run, please go look at it. The ball is at his face, and he gets his bat underneath it, but stays level enough to barrel this thing up somehow and drill out of the ballpark. I think it was the highest pitch a ball has hit out of the ballpark this season. And you know who hit the lowest one? Yeah, Ernie Clement earlier this year. Dude swings the bat, man. Sometimes it pees me off. After someone in front of you gets a really good at bat, and he goes up there chasing the first one up at his neck, and he pops out, and you're like, great, what was the plan there? However, recently, man, he is starting to get hot. Going into play today, 723 OPS, and this is over 300 plate appearances. He's only struck out 25 times, but I mean, you can't really, when you have good bat-to-ball skills and you don't not swing very much, you're not going to strike out very much. He also only has 8 walks this year, but I believe, a couple recently. Let me quickly check that. Yeah, he had walks in back-to-back games going into play today, so that is a little bit of a different thing for him. But now he has a home run today. He went 1 for 3 in the ball game, 2-run shot. It's just an awesome job for Ernie Clement, who got the shower after the game. And the Jays weren't done, though, in that inning, right? Because Joey Loperfido, it technically triples to right center field, but Joe Adele, I think, just got a horrific route on the baseball, tries to lay out for it, can't make the play. Joey's flying around the bases. He gets to third. George Springer grounds out, a little chopper, and a great read by Joey. Right off the bat, he sees it's a chopper, so he fires home. Throw doesn't come to the plate. They get the out at first base, and the Jays score another run. It is 5-0. And then Dalton Varsho technically hit a double, but it was a bloop to left field. So it's like they got some luck in that inning, but who cares? 5-run inning for the Blue Jays. They lead it 5-0, but we all really never felt confident because you knew Ryan Burr was getting the open, and he hung on for dear life. And then Ryan Yarbrough was coming out, which, fine. But you can't expect, I don't know, soft-throwing lefty. We know he's given the Jays headaches ever since, he's been in the freaking league. But going into play today in his minimal time with the Blue Jays, it's been 6.35 ERA. It's kind of very minimal sample size, obviously. But he hasn't really been any good. And it's like, oh boy, you got to find nothing lead. Great. But your bullpen stinks, and it's a freaking bullpen day. So we'll see how that goes. Well, they were able to do a good job. Ryan Yarbrough went 5 shutout innings, did his job. So that was good to see. And then Tommy Nance made it interesting in the 9th inning, allowed a 3-run shot to the young fella. What was it? Nico Cavadis. That's his first big league homer, first big league hit. So congrats to him for that one. Unfortunately for them, it was in a losing effort as Tommy Nance gets the final out to end the ball game. And God, you probably have no idea how much John Schneider wanted to go to Chad Green in that scenario, but did not. And you were able to pick up the victory, all right? Offensively, you had 8 hits total today. 1 hit combined through your first 3 guys in your order. Vladdy went 0 for 3 in the ball game. George Springer 0 for 4, but had an RBI, so you'll take it. And Dalton Varsho had a bloop double. It's not great. But Alejandro Kirk went 2 for 4. He had 2 doubles, scored a run, and had an RBI. So good on him. He had a good day in the office. Will Wagner, yet another hit. He went 1 for 4, scored a run, and got an RBI. Yeah, it was only 1 hit, but it was a productive one, so who the hell cares? Ernie Clement, we talked about it. 1 for 3 with a 2-run shot. Joey Loperfido had the double, or he had a single, and then that triple. He went 2 for 3 with a run scored, and he continues to build on his good recent play. Obviously not playing the greatest of teams, LA, Cincy, but who cares? He went 1 for 3, I think, with a walk. In the home run. That's Ernie Clement. What am I talking about? Give me Joey. Give me Big Joe. What do we got? Yeah, so go back to that the finale of the Chicago series where he went 2 for 4 with a run scored, had an RBI, had the home run. 0 for 2 against Chicago, but didn't do anything. Or Cincinnati didn't do anything there. But then the 2 for 3 day in his last one against Cincy, and then a 2 for 3 day today. So good to see him starting to swing the bat better. 8 hits total for the Blue Jays, 7 strikeouts. They didn't walk any times today. They were ready to swing the bat today, but only had 8 hits. So it is what it is. Ryan Burr went an inning, allowed 2 hits, a walk, but did get a couple strikeouts. Both strikeouts were to start the inning, and then he proceeded to give up 2 hits and a walk. So it was a little hairy, but he was able to find a way to get out of it clean. Ryan Yarbrough, as we mentioned, 5 shutout innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, no walks, no runs, 4 punch-outs for Ryan Yarbrough. Brendan Little, a very good day for him. Clean inning of work, allowed a hit, nothing more, had a strikeout. And obviously Tommy Nance went 2 innings, allowed 3 hits, 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts, but did walk a guy. And it's unfortunate for him, right? He had a really good first inning and did a fine job getting the first 2 guys in the second inning, but just fell apart there near the end. Pitch count got a little high, and they didn't want to go to Chad Green, so I get it. Unfortunate for Tommy Nance. But the Blue Jays win it 5-3. And Game 2 of the series goes tomorrow night, 7:07 first pitch. It's Chris Bassitt versus Jack Kochowitz. I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to go with that. We'll see how that goes. He has an ERA of over 6.5 in 20 innings of work. So very minimal sample size, 7 strikeouts to 6 walks. He's been no good. The Angels are no good. I don't know. The Jays should win tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes. It's baseball. Crazier things have happened. All right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the win today, that second inning was fun, at least. Hit that like button. I do appreciate it. The subscribe button. You guys not done so already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. What you like, what you not like from today's game. For the Toronto Blue Jays, Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below as well. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys. I'll be here tomorrow night regardless. Jays, Angels, the finale of the series at Rogers Center, 7:07 first pitch. Jack Kochowitz versus Chris Bassitt for the Toronto Blue Jays in Game 2, the 3-gamer. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the dub tonight. Talk to you guys then.